Hi everyone, my name is Steph, this is Kidlit Joy, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to review a new release picture book, My Cousins, My World by Sharara Attai and Michelle Pereira. This was a picture book that was sent to me for review by Alan and Unwin, and I'm very grateful that they did send it to me. It was one that caught my eye when I was looking through their upcoming titles. Maybe because of my own childhood growing up, I was the oldest of a teen number of cousins, and some of those memories of when I was younger and started having more cousins arrive into our family, like growing up with them and playing with them and spending time with them at family events. That was always the highlight of my childhood. There's a little bit of nostalgia element for me in that, but this book goes even deeper than that, which I absolutely love. So the blurb on the back says, I have more cousins than I can count on my fingers and toes. I have cousins who are near and some who are far. A joyful celebration of the rich and unbreakable bonds we share with our cousins. So this book is a beautiful celebration of the bonds and ties of family, and also how, particularly these days, our cousins, our family, they come from such varied backgrounds, and everyone is a little bit different but united in the fact that they are family and that they are able to connect on different levels. And I did like in some of the notes that were sent to me that the author mentioned, many of the bonds of cousins are these bonds that last a lifetime, because you spend a lot of your childhood with them or at family events and things like that. And you create these bonds that even if you don't live in the same place, or even if you are not constantly seeing them as adults, you still have that connection over time. And I know that the author talked about her own family and how her children are half Afghan and half Caucasian, and their cousins also have mixed race or mixed cultural backgrounds that really enhance their relationship and their connections, and we learn so much from that. And I love that that's represented in this book, because it is so true and it is so representative of the world that we live in, and it's really, really important to see that and to talk about that and to celebrate the rich cultural diversity that we have just within our own families. There are beautiful illustrations in here. They're just so stunning and so filled with love and joy. Just look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. There is one quote that I want to read you, which is from the very end of the book. It says, that's the thing about cousins. They are our first friends, our best friends, and our forever friends. I think that's a really nice sentiment to have. Even if you don't come from a big family, even if you only have one or two cousins, sometimes it's the extended family, or sometimes it's the found family that you make and people are considered cousins. I know growing up, my parents' friends' children were like our cousins as well. They weren't blood relatives by any means, but they were some of our closest friends. I think talking about the different way families come together, the different backgrounds, the different experiences that everyone has, and how we connect to them as children and then over time is just so, so important. The writing style is just beautiful. There are some really great tier 2 words in here, and the whole book is just a glorious celebration. So thank you again to the publisher for the review copy. I will leave links in the description to where you can find out more information about the book, the author, and the illustrator. I would love to know, have you picked up this book? Are you planning on picking it up? Or do you have recommendations for similar picture books with a similar theme? Feel free to leave those down below. Otherwise, I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.